Welcome everyone, it is a beautiful day and today is something that I'm ashamed to admit that I've never actually done before, and that is put manure down in my garden. So there's two different ways we can do it. We can dig it in, give it a little bit of a rake over, or simply just leave it on top of the beds ready for the worms to pull it down. So an actual bit of gardening today. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. So there is several different brands out there, right? Some of the best ones, I know George on George's Jungle Garden talks a little bit about 6X, which is 6 times chicken manure, so it's that high in nitrogen. But let's talk a little bit about the best you can use for your garden. Now, I am not saying that 6X isn't any good. It really, really is, but it comes with a big price tag. Now, here in my garden, I show you how to sow things from seeds, take your own cuttings, and we talk a lot about budget plants and budget-friendly supplies for the garden. So what's the best kind for you? It's the best what's in your budget, right? So I'll show you what I bought. I bought a Levington's Farmyard manure. Now, I don't know if this is any good or not. I know there's some discussions with Levington's. Levington's used to be one of the leading brands in horticulture. So I don't know if this is any good, but all I do know is the garden definitely will benefit from it. It will benefit from more using it than if I don't use it, if that makes sense. And I'm going to target my big plants that I want to do as well. So I won't be just scattering it around everything. These will be going around all the big palms and all the big trees. And it is an absolute pleasure to be outside today. I would have done this job in the rain, to be fair, because I knew it's a job that I needed to do. What I'm excited about, and I'm excited to see the new growth on the plants in the spring. So, let's roll the cheesy music and see me doing some actual gardening. Now it smells like decent stuff, to be fair. You can smell it through the bag. Now I don't wear gloves very often in the garden, as you guys probably know. But I don't fancy this one up my fingernails, because I will be getting my hands dirty, so to speak. That's a great tip actually. I can never find my secateurs, but I've always got a plant label knocking around. And they open up the bags great. What I'm going to do then, I'm going to show you around, show you what I've done. One bag probably would have been enough if I'd used it sparingly across all of the beds. But what I've done is I've targeted plants that I want to grow big, right? That's a part of budget gardening. You've got to make the most out of what you've got. With me buying one bag, I've targeted what I want to be a monster in my garden. For the eagle-eyed viewer, this here is a new purchase. So this is a Sheffield Mountain Gem. I've already got a Taiwaniana. I dropped on this in a local garden centre for a really great price. So that's going to be coming up, and that's going to be planted in the bed very, very soon. In a bed very, very soon. Let's show you around, show you what I've got. Feel good about this one. So we'll start here with one of my beds that's becoming quite a favourite of mine. So big cordyline, scattered it all around the base. Like I said, just make sure it's not touching the base or any new shoots. And then obviously none there. My huge, hoping to be my huge Tetrapanax again. And then again round the base of my large Trachycarpus fortunei. Now that's put some real good growth on. It was a lot smaller than that when it went in just 2 years ago. Moving around the bed, dumped load in my Roost Typhina and my bamboo. I didn't bother with my Fatsia. He's really struggled. He's come from the old house and he really struggled, but he's finally getting going, so I should have done you, I'm sorry. A little bit around my Photinia across Fraser Eye. So this is the pink marble, really nice variety, and then the wonky cordyline. Let me know in the comments, should I name him or her the wonky cordyline? Does he deserve a name? I don't know. Or shall he forever be known as the wonky cordyline? And then I've got something growing there and I'm unsure as to what. I've got a couple ideas whether it's going to be waggy palm. I did consider another tetrapanax, but it's a bit close to the neighbours for me, whereas my other ones in the other beds are nowhere near, with the runners potentially being 7-8 feet long. I've decided maybe not against that, so I'm unsure. Maybe the Scheffler Mountain Gem could have gone there, but I don't know. I want something, I'm not sure. So the only thing I put in this bed, tiny scattering in amongst a couple of cuttings they are. I successfully rooted for Cuba japonica. Eventually I want a nice hedge all the way along the greenhouse, just to sort of A, protect that, and B, kind of hide it. But again, just make sure it's not on the stems. That's just precaution. I'm sure they'll be absolutely fine. And then look how well that's doing. The new bed, nothing's gone into that yet. No farmyard manure. I still need to clear a little bit more out, spend a bit more time on it, but just got the plants in there ready just to get them going. Other side of the garden, haven't fed the bananas. Maybe that's something I'll do when they get going. I've done quite a large amount there because that's where I think my new Scheffler is going to go in another vlog. A little bit around the Acubas, quite a large dump on my multi-crown cordyline, which was once not a multi-crown. It just had a bad winter. Oh, I've just spotted a bit of damage on that. Let's see. That was wrapped up as well. Dumped a large amount in my palm just there. Trachycarpus fortunei. That's done really well. My new Trachycarpus, which is going to come this way a little bit more, I think. I'm listening to a comment that I had. I've got a large Gunnerer. It's not a Manicarta, it's a Tinctoria. Bought it as a Mani, but it's actually turned out to be a Tink, which is much smaller. But I still think I need to bring this out a little bit, just to, yeah, still need to bring that out a little bit and I'll be a bit happier. So that's going to be another vlog. Just going to extend this border just a touch and bring this right out, and still keep this shape around there as well, which I'm happy with. Dumped a load under the fig. As you can tell, I need a bit more painting to be done. Just here, when my gunner got that big, I couldn't get behind it. Dumped a load in Sambuca, which hasn't done that great compared to the others, but it was heavily attacked by slugs when it was young. Loquats had a good dump. Scheffler Taiwaniana's had a good dump. And my Roost Typhina in a pot, because I don't want it running there. That's had a really good dump of manure as well. I tell you what a pleasure it is to be out in the garden today. Really good job done, feel really good about it. One I can put to bed, and let's see the difference, eh? If you did enjoy it, then please give it a big thumbs up, as it really does help the channel out. Drop a comment down below, as it helps share it out to others who love gardening just like we do, right? But until tomorrow, I'll see you in the garden. You take care.